So I wanted to do a quick review of Cyborg, the new game from 2022 from the people that made Morkborg. This is a great game. As you can see, it has this it's a really nice book. There's lots of color on all the pages. And a lot of the words in this book are really good. They've got a real good control of kind of the English language in this book, which you don't always see in some lesser books. What I like about it is there's not a lot of stuff in this book kind of bogging you down, so you get a lot of nice pictures, and that really is sort of inflames the imagination. So that when you're playing your game, you can be thinking about this guy here, and have that kind of in your mind while you're making things up and playing your game with people. Now, I don't like games with a lot of rules because they're confusing to me. I just kind of like to make things up as I go along, and so a game like this is perfect because you don't get a lot of explanation on what things that are happening or things that you might have to do or rolling a bunch of dice. You just get a lot of this kind of stuff here. And I mean, what more do you need to say? There's a man and he's chopping another man's head off, and that's kind of how my games are, personally. I don't like a lot of fluff or downtime and people talking at the table. I kind of want everyone... I prefer silence at my table, and for people to just, kind of figure out what they're doing, and a lot of killing. That's kind of how I like my games. And as you can see, Cyborg promotes this. There's some stuff here. This is all junk. You don't need any of this. So it's optional at the top. So any of the rules in this game are optional for you. You don't have to use them, which is great because it means that you don't have to do a lot of reading. I don't like to read and remember all this stuff. I like to draw pictures, and this is nice because there's pictures here. You can copy them right out of the book into your own notebook, or you could even go on an AI and generate things that are like this, because AI is going to do a better job than most people at drawing, and you can just have a bunch of AI pictures. You don't need real drawings anymore. We're kind of past that. So in a way, this game is sort of a game from a bygone era, where it's outdated, because you had people actually drawing these things, I'm pretty sure, and there's a lot of little mistakes, as you can see. Probably if you're an artist, you pick up on that right away. If you're not so into art like some people, then you're not going to notice that these things are flawed. And the good thing about AI is that it doesn't have a lot of really any flaws anymore. It's gotten really good. And then you get all these tables. You can roll dice on these tables to get things like you want to. I guess this is some kind of enemy thing where you're fighting vampires or werewolves, or maybe you get some food poisoning here. I don't know. You can make up whatever you want. A mission generator, you can kind of skip all this crap. You don't really need any of that. And then job. So I guess this is like, if you don't have a job or you're looking for a job, this might help you out. Kind of think about what you might want to do as a career later on after you're done playing Cyborg. And you won't be done for a long time, because you're going to have a lot of fun with this game. The pages are nice. They feel smooth on the hands. They don't have a rough sort of texture. Everything's nice and clean. These pages are clean. The book came clean from Amazon. So there was no, marks on the book or anything. You want to avoid that. That's why I never buy used books, because you don't want to touch a book someone else has already read. It sort of takes the magic and the fun out of paying full price for something like this. And this was an expensive book. This cost $70 or $50 or whatever, how many dollars. And as you can see, worth every penny. Cyborg. This is the best game I've ever played, and I'm going to give it 5 Gary Gygax awards out of 6.